Welcome to our channel. I'm Chris.
And I'm Shelley. In July, it will be 2 years that we sold our home and set out on the road full-time in Winnie, our 30-foot travel trailer that we had been testing the waters with for the last 4 years, to see the wonders that this country of ours has to offer.
Today, we're headed to a town you've heard me mention quite a few times in previous episodes. That would be Sierra Vista, or the place my family and I lived while attending elementary, middle, and high school. This place is a small town with small town attitudes and values. The primary employer is the Army post that is adjacent to the town's western border. That would be Fort Huachuca, kind of a tongue-tire, especially when you see it written, also known as the Buffalo Soldiers Post. I have many fond memories of growing up here.
So today we'll be driving by the homes that Christopher lived in as a child and then head up to Ramsey Canyon National Preserve that we last visited over 20 years earlier.
As we drive into the area, the first place of note is the small town of Huachuca City. Not many folks know that at one time this place got a dubious reputation that was written about in Time magazine as being the speed trap of the nation. The only place in the U.S. where the speed limit went from 65 to 25 without warning, and the town's, or city's, one and only law officer would sit at the base of the hill and shoot radar at approaching unsuspecting motorists to provide financial aid to the city. He was one fast ticket-riding son of a gun. This practice also led to national guidances as to how quickly and how far municipalities could lower speed limits to prevent potential unfair traps. My first home in Arizona was here. Not much, but to a kid at the time, more than adequate. Lots of new friends and plenty of places to explore and play. After a few years, we moved into Sierra Vista and found a nice home there. More friends and newer places to check out. From there, we moved to what would be my last home here, mainly because after high school, I left for Tucson and the U of A. But memories I have of this house and friends I made here will last my lifetime.
We drove out to what Christopher and the locals call the bypass to Ramsey Canyon Road, then turned up into the Huachuca Mountains to the preserve. Ramsey Canyon is the location of a hummingbird sanctuary and is a favorite place amongst avid bird watchers. The preserve is administered by the National Nature Conservancy. It is a hiking trail that, if you take all the way to the top, rises quite a stretch in elevation. There are stops and signage along the way that tells about the various trees and fauna in the area, along with the history of how this came to be a national preserve. There is a nice trail there that most folks and birders take as an out and back, called the Ramsey Loop Trail. Most avoid the Huachuca Crest Trail due to the border crossers and all of the litter.
We saw deer, turkey, woodpeckers, and a host of other wildlife.
Yep. Amazing. Look at the turkey, straight in front of you. A wild turkey. Wonder if he has any drinks.
Definitely uphill out for about a mile and an easy return downhill. The sanctuary is so nice you hardly notice the hike, other than some noted increased breathing on the way out.
When we made it back to the Conservancy, I was a little disappointed that the store was closed for the time being, as I wanted to get my National Preserve Park stamp. But a very nice lady, Debbie, with the Conservancy, came out and talked with us.
Debbie?
Debbie, yeah.
Debbie, that's Shelley, and I'm Chris.
She also stated that she would contact us when they opened up again, as we plan to return back to the preserve sometime in the winter months, depending on the snow.
We headed back down the bypass to drive by my mom and dad's last home in town, in Rancho Carmela Estates. I do miss them so. Then we made our way back to Benson and prepare for our visit to the caverns.
Hope you're all having a fun time. We sure are.
We'll see you again next week at the caverns and campgrounds. And until then, travel safe.